Hello and welcome to Dobble Talk, Dobble Quaintloke's podcast. There probably won't be an episode 2 because we'll be in jail after this episode, but I guess we'll see.
This is the one and only podcast you will find up-to-date news on Hatan and his schemes.
Yes. Now, Hatan, for those who don't know, is a very powerful... He's literally like what another universe, or Greek mythology...
No, you're good.
No, it's okay. Greek mythology calls Satan. He's literally Satan, but Hatan, present day. And there is ways to beat him, but he always finds a way to come back.
He is a tricky bastard.
He is. And he puts his fingers where fingers don't belong.
That is also true.
So, there is a way to beat him, like I just said. You literally have to break into the gnome temple, fight the gnomes off, collect the elf bucket that was made in the belly of a cosmic elf.
Don't forget the luck slurpee.
The luck slurpee is like the cure against cancer, and it kind of makes you immune if you had drinking it prior. You use the elf bucket and splash it all over Hatan, and he vanishes. But he always finds a way back. He always finds, like, literally a sliver of his spirit lives on each time he dies, and it possesses someone, and he regains full power. Like, there was an incident in October 2023 where this kid, like, Hatan literally took over his mind and was telling him about, like, Fishman.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That was, like, such crazy times.
That was back when Fishman was completely anonymous. He was fighting Hatan from the shadows. Nobody knew who he was.
Nobody knew who Mr. Fishman was. And then there was the Wicked Wiener, who is Mr. Fishman's arch nemesis. Arch nemesis. But Mr. Fishman kicked the Wicked Wiener's tushy a little while back.
At 3 a.m.
It was at 3 a.m. I don't know why that was in the news article, but it was important then, I guess. I got sidetracked. Sorry. But Hatan was telling this kid all about Fishman and the Wicked Wiener. It just got super overwhelming, and Hatan saw that as an opportunity to literally fully possess this kid.
And his two friends who were trying to exorcise Hatan from him, but had no clue how, didn't even know Hatan was in his body.
Didn't even know what was happening. They just thought he was hungry for some reason. And then he started drawing them on a piece of paper. I'm pretty sure the piece of paper is now in evidence at the police station. And then
this is all found footage, by the way. You can watch this all on DoubleTube.
Yeah, they literally found the footage from I think it was called the Dobble Dome. They literally recorded it all somehow. I think it was like a security camera, I think. Anyways, go watch that if you haven't already. It's insane.
I think it was actually one of them documented it.
Documented their findings. That makes more sense. It's been a minute since I saw this. We're in 2025 now, but I think we should just talk about it.
We haven't, since this is the first episode of the podcast, we need to say this right now.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Mr. Fishman. Nobody, still nobody knows what happened to him. It's suspected. We suspect it was the Wicked Wiener working for Hatan, as he does. And he committed a sneak attack on him because obviously the Wicked Wiener would never be able to defeat Mr. Fishman
by himself. Yeah. So we theorized, like you just said, that the Wicked Wiener killed him with Hatan's help, and I think that's very tragic.
He was this world's best hero.
I know.
Now there's nobody to protect us.
Well, there have been some more recent things. but I'm hopeful for the future. But this kid literally jumped out the window, or Hayden made this kid jump out of the window, and he was paralyzed for a little bit. Like, I remember in the footage, I believe he was like standing, and then he like fell over on the porch and could not move. I cannot imagine how traumatizing that is, not only for him, but like for his friends.
Did you watch that whole thing through?
Yeah.
Towards the end,
what was towards?
Hayden broke one of their legs, and then
I must not have seen the full thing.
he attacked them both.
Really? How's the kid with the broken leg? Missing?
Who knows where he is?
Like, so that was the end of the footage? Like, just broken leg?
Actually,
Wow.
I think it ended with both of them laying on the ground. One is missing. The other has been sighted, but he's untraceable. Don't know where he has been.
That's insane. And then there was, of course, the Mr. Fishman incident. This is after Mr. Fishman beat the Wicked Wiener's Tushy. This guy decided to call him at 3 a.m. to his house, and
They became great friends right away.
yeah, like, the neighbors said that they heard just loud music, like, throughout the night.
One of them actually came into the house and yelled at them to shut up.
Yeah. I don't know how they got in the house, but I'm pretty sure that footage is uploaded somewhere.
It's also on Dobble too.
Yeah.
There were recent resistances against Hatan. One of them being a very mysterious, very unknown person named Bugdrink.
Yeah. He is kind of tweaked, I'm not gonna lie, but I have hope for him that he'll be our new hero.
What he did to resist against Hatan is, we all know, the one thing Hatan is ruling our land by. One, the elf bucket. He has it. He's not going to let anybody have it. Two, no more dominoes. Now, Bugdrink, it's a lot of dominoes.
Loves Domino's. Domino's coupon comes out, Bugdrink had it a week ago. Like, it's insane. And now Bugdrink looks a little strange, don't get me wrong.
His power is promising. It has
It
been
is.
compared to Mr. Fishman's, although not on the same level.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think Bugdrink could actually beat Mr. Fishman.
Put them together as a team if Mr. Fishman ever was revived. That would be catastrophic for Hatan. Catastrophic.
That would be. Because then, with Bugdrink in the playfield, Mr. Fishman, and then if Mr. Fishman and the Wicked Wiener could get over their beef just for literally just to defeat a greater army,
He could be a great physical asset.
he could be. But the only thing is, I think the Wicked Wiener isn't actually willingly working for Hayden. Like,
Mind control?
I think it's gnomes.
Gnomes.
I think the gnomes got under his skin.
That would make a lot more sense.
Because we gotta look at it this way.
The magic in the temple, there's no
Yeah.
knowing what they can do with that.
The gnomes are their own people. Like, they are against us and Hayden. Like, they're their own group of people. So it's essentially a three-way battle. Because there's Hayden, the gnomes don't work for Hayden at all. Because Hayden wants the elf bucket. And then there's the outcasts, I guess we could call them. Or
The
heroes.
resistance.
Sounds like a Spaceballs reference.
Not Star Wars, not like the Rebellion, the Resistance. Spaceballs.
So, like, I think the gnomes... So, I'm gonna just lay it out here. Like, I know I've been a little confusing here. I think the Wicked Wiener broke in to retrieve the elf bucket
From Hatan or the gnomes?
from the gnomes. The gnomes got under his skin, and the Wicked Wiener succeeded in a way, but really it was the gnomes wanting to do this all along. You get what I'm saying? Like, they made him go to Hatan to try and defeat Hatan.
They used him as bait.
Yeah, exactly. But Hatan was too powerful, and the gnomes weren't powerful enough, even with the Wicked Wiener and the Elf Bucket. So Hatan just overtook, like, Wicked Wiener, and he's now working for him.
Only at Dobble Talk will you find peak Dobble Quaintlook conspiracy theories.
Like, this is one of the biggest conspiracy theories out there, and nobody talks about it.
Another conspiracy theory that has been roaming around the dark shadows of this universe recently is there's not only Bug Drink as the resistance, there's been a couple other sightings of people meeting with Bug Drink in an unknown facility.
Really?
There's, I think, there's a video of someone in the facility, someone wearing a gas mask and listening to music.
What kind of music?
In the Garage by Weezer. I think that was the song.
What?
It was very odd. It was this
Yeah, that is
small,
very odd.
shirtless man, one hand, gas mask. I forget his name. I think it's
Zyklon? Xylophone? No, Zyklon? Is it Zyklon?
B.
B?
Zyklon B.
C?
Zyklon C?
I thought it was Xylophone, to be honest.
Zylophone B. That sounds about right.
Xylophone? I don't know. Because, whatever. Anyways, what were you saying about him?
Xylophone? There's been a sighting of another odd character wearing a robe with a Burger King crown.
Oh, Kogo Bang!
Burger King.
Sorry.
He apparently can pull burgers from his robe, an unlimited amount, to throw.
Interesting.
I don't know how much damage that will do in an actual fight, but he could be a useful asset in other ways.
I think that would be useful. Because that could be like a distraction almost.
There was also a sighting of an entity people are referring to as Willy Chonka.
Did you say his name was Willy Chonka?
Willy Chonka, yeah. He was seen singing, walking down the street slightly slowly.
Singing what?
I think
Was it a Wonka song?
it was. It was.
Because that sounds a lot like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, eerily similar. I think it was a song.
Willy Chonka.
I think it was a song from. From the new Wonka musical that came out.
With Chalamet!
With Timothy. Timothy with 2 E's.
Isn't that concerning?
Yeah. A little bit. There was another sighting of a person who, these are just rumors, but there's only been confirmed.
You think these are gonna be like
actual
together and heroes?
Actual fighters, a resistance against him. He was green. He wears a red suit that looks kind of like Santa Claus. He looks kind of like the Grinch. He has like a
Scuff Grinch!
Scuff Grinch.
Yeah,
Scuff Grinch.
I saw a news article on it not too long ago.
Yeah, he was.
There was like a super weird photo of him. Like, it was like, it looked like an office building. And it was like a crooked photo. And it was like, it looked like green paint, but I think
Mhm.
it was his skin. And it was
Yeah.
like super patchy, and like he was like, I don't even know.
Yeah, there
Like
was.
he was like crooked, like I don't know. It was weird.
It's in that news article. Did you read it?
Mm.
No. He was
I saw the
actually
picture.
wreaking a tiny bit of havoc. Not really havoc, but causing a little bit of trouble in a town, small town.
How so?
Not far from here, actually. He was just going around, talking to people,
Mm.
you know,
Just kind of being
Just kind
a
of-
nuisance.
acting a buffoon,
That's.
a little bit. But
But do you think he's an ally
he is
that can be
definitely
trusted?
not in any way a danger to our universe, to anybody in it. He has shown signs of good. He
Okay.
actually was seen with Burger King a little bit ago.
Really?
It looked like they were walking down the street.
Do you think they're creating like a secret plan? To
They were
keep
holding
dying?
a piece of paper
Ooh.
which looked like a list of names. So I'm assuming that's people there trying to scout for the resistance, but we can only wait and see.
Do you think? Trying to think who the guy was. I feel like there was someone else.
I feel like, yeah,
But-
there's definitely a few others, but
Those are just the ones that I can remember off the top of my head.
Mhm.
But I know there was another incident that happened not too long ago. It's dubbed the exorcism.
Yes,
And-
that was the first ever example of use of the Lux Slurpee.
That was, and how it healed.
Mm-hmm.
So Hayden actually got a hold of this kid. I'm assuming it was like with a slither of his spirit,
Mhm.
once again. And he was with his friends at a park when this all went down. And he just started acting all crazy and just running across the bleachers, and it was just insane, and was like slouched over at one point.
Mhm.
His friends actually like recorded them going to get the Lux Slurpee.
Mm.
So I thought it was interesting that they show how it was made.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they showed how it was made. Anyways, they brought it back.
I'm not too certain because after that incident, it's never been replicated, right?
No, it has not been used since.
Mm.
But the kid drank it and he was fine.
Hmm.
But at the very end, one of his arms was taken over by a gnome.
I did not know that was scientifically possible.
I didn't either. I thought the Lux Slurpee would cancel out the gnome too.
I guess it's only an antidote for Hayden.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like the gnomes are really that. They don't seem like
They have been
sinister minded.
Yeah, they have been known to work on and off Hayden when it was in their favor.
Mm.
When he would give them a deal that they would, if they worked with him, they would receive something from it.
Yeah.
So they're Switzerland. It doesn't seem like they're quite on a side. It just seems like they will do whatever is best for them. That's respectable, but
It doesn't seem like they're out there trying to cause harm.
no.
They're just kind of minding their own business, and people come and try to steal the elf bucket.
Mostly Hayden.
And
Mr.
Yeah.
Fishman made it blatantly clear in his manifesto that he wrote, which 30 pages have only been found to this day.
really,
He made it blatantly clear that
hey, is that the pages? Like, I remember hearing about that incident.
yes, the Pages incident. That's
I'll
when,
talk about that in a second. Continue.
In those 30 pages that were found, Mr. Fishman had made it clear that he was not against the gnomes. We shouldn't be against the gnomes. We should be against Hayden. The gnomes protect the elf bucket. When
From
it's
Hayden
in,
and from anybody.
from anybody who wants to take it, that's why it was in the gnome temple.
And this, like, a bucket can be many things, but that one's everything. So,
Exactly.
the pages though,
The Pages incident.
that one was kind of gnarly.
that revealed the entirety of the future of the Battle of Ken, which has yet to happen.
But it seems like it's on track to happen, which is scary, but I have faith in our heroes. The Battle of Ken, if the prophecy is true, it's gonna be bad. Like, there will be lives lost. I'm not excited for that to happen. I don't know who it would be. I'm just hoping I
Matt Staub, if you're watching this, the prophecy, fungal infection, we need more.
We do.
Those have been playing on the radio in this universe for the past 8 months. Non-stop. There's nothing
We
else.
need a new song. And then 5 Nights at W's. Like
That album, perfect.
Like,
That was
literally-
everything we needed.
that was perfect. And then you just dose us. And then the tribute to Smash Mouth star that passed away.
That was a great one. They actually had to stop playing that on the radio station because people would get too distracted by his lovely voice. And there was an uprise in car accidents.
Yeah. I remember seeing the chart of that.
Mhm.
Oh, I never actually explained pages. This guy, he was kind of cornered off from the world. He found the pages and was trying to study them. But at night they would speak to him and it just got worse and worse. And pages actually ended up making him,
In his life.
yeah.
So, we never actually got
To see,
after that. The pages were practically destroyed in the fire that he had set to his own house, except for the 30 pages that were recovered. So we were never actually able to see
the full,
length of the pages. But the scientists, the researchers who have read those 30 pages, all have lasting effects, psychological effects. That's why only half of those 30 have been released.
and we're not even sure the effect, like it's done to the public. Like, we haven't read them. I don't know if we're going to.
We've been a bit too scared
Yeah.
because there are some rumors on the internet of people reading them and having nightmares, which does not sound too bad, but
They're more like night terrors, like
Yeah.
almost like sleep paralysis.
yeah. Seeing Hayden in your dreams.
And like, there's also this other conspiracy theory that Hatan can like potentially possess you in a dream.
So if you're dreaming him, it summons him. He's actually there. He
It's
possesses you.
pretty much.
Could that be what happened to those 2 boys?
Do you think they read the pages and then?
I don't know. That's possible.
Do you
I
think
mean,
there's any-
teenagers are stupid.
Yeah. I think there's any way to get those teenagers on Dobble Talk. That
Well,
would be very interesting for a first-hand encounter.
one of them, the one that might have killed one of his friends, and
Was he possessed by Hatan or influenced in any way?
that was the first one that was documented, the one who got paralyzed. He's still paralyzed. Hayden is no longer with him. He gave up his body, but he is still paralyzed to this day, and he can't speak at all. So there's no
That
way
really
to
sucks.
contact
Does he
him.
have any form of communication?
He had a little keyboard
Mm.
on the side of his chair that
Yeah.
he could type on, and it would print out what he typed when he was done with the sentence, or
It's
with the
actually
keyboard.
really smart.
It is. It's also a great waste of paper. You can just display it on the screen. But
That too.
he used to be able to, but now he can't move an inch of his body.
Like at all. Like, do you think after Hatan left, he was just?
They just left him completely
That's
useless.
so sad.
The only working part of his body are his internal organs, so
Mm.
he's still able to be fed through an IV, but there's no longer any way for him to contact or
Yeah.
communicate.
It's very sad. You know what I'm actually kind of sick of? Relying on these heroes to do something about Hatan.
Are you suggesting we do something about it ourselves?
Well, I didn't say that, but yes. Yes. What do you
From
say?
this point forward, Dobble Talk will be joining the resistance.
And to fight against Hatan.
We will be using any of our abilities possible.
And we will go to the extreme lengths to make sure Hatan never hurts another living soul again.
We will forcefully remove the elf bucket from his grasp and make sure he is powerless or dead.
And make sure no sliver of his spirit is left unwatched. And the difficult part is going to be convincing the gnomes. We don't want to get possessed by the gnomes either. We don't want them under our skin.
We don't want no arms. You can consider us from Double Talk as part of the resistance now.
We're officially joining. And we hope to see other people there. We hope you will join us to fight Hatan.
We need you for the resistance.
We do. That was such aura. We don't want gnome arms, though.
No.
It sounds like such a stupid term.
But it is apparently a real thing that can happen. So
Yeah, it did
watch out.
happen to the kid we talked about earlier.
Watch out for gnome arms! So yeah, let me actually, I'll be right back. We
Wish you a Merry Christmas.
wish you a Merry Christmas. We
wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Is someone we forgot about.
Who?
This is the newest, actually no, this is just one that's very unknown for being completely anonymous, his real identity, who he is. We don't know if he's good or evil.
Mm-hmm.
We don't actually know what his motives are, but have you heard of the Walkie Killer?
Oh.
No?
Who the hell is that?
There was an incident a bit ago where a man heard something go bump in the night, as people do. He walked into his kitchen to find a walkie-talkie on,
Mm-hmm.
someone trying to communicate with him through it,
Right.
whispering things to him. He ended up removing the batteries from the walkie-talkie, throwing them away, trying to go back to sleep. Woke up again to find the walkie-talkie on the table, back on, without the batteries inside of it. There was someone trying to communicate with him through the walkie-talkie using spiritual force, and we found that to be, the investigators on this case found that to be a bald male wearing a purple shirt known now as the Walkie Killer.
That literally just sounds like bug drink.
He is theorized to be Bugdrink's physical form.
Really?
Bugdrink
So-
may be his spiritual form.
So you think bug drink is like an apparition?
Could be. He very well could be. Nobody really knows his.
I mean, it's such a rare sighting.
Nobody has been close to him besides the people in the Resistance. There has been no information coming
And-
from the Resistance. That,
Also, we don't even know if they're actually in the Resistance. This is just...
right. This is speculation. We are hoping they're in the Resistance,
And we're hoping
not plotting
to join
against
it
us.
as well, like we were just saying.
If
Like, we will help out the best we can.
If anyone in the Resistance is watching this, please contact us. We are not very powerful. We do have some abilities that could be of use, but we won't make those public until the fight. Or until
And if...
someone contacts us from the Resistance, we will go to their
Right.
headquarters, show them what we got,
And that's saying even if they exist.
even if there is a Resistance.
I'm hoping there is, because otherwise we're kind of doomed.
If it's one of Hayden's plots and he's gathering that many powerful people together in one spot, there's no way we can survive.
Battle of Ken.
The Battle of Ken might become what has been prophesized.
That won't be good. But if the resistance is actually out there, we can prevent the Battle of Ken. Together. No more lives need to be lost.
A little bit emotional.
I was holding it back to you, because I don't know if we're going to live much longer. Because of Hatan.
All we can do is keep praying.
Silver Surfer.
Keep praying, Silver Surfer. Keep making Lux Slurpees if we ever find the recipe, and keep the meth lab in Grandma's kitchen.
We need to do all of those things.
Or else Hayden will have full control over this world.
Please save us, Silver Surfer. Please. I can't take much more of this.
No. There has been no proof that Silver Surfer is on our side or has been helping us through any of this. The only person who has ever helped us is Mr. Fishman. We should be praying to him.
I need hope in a time like this.
Mr. Fishman is our hope.
Mr. Fishman died. He's not coming back. Silver Surfer.
We can't focus on people we have never seen, people who are not there. We need to focus on the people who are here. Bug Drink. The possible resistance. We need to figure out if there is a
You hear what you just said? The possible resistance. We don't even know if this is real.
We don't know if Silver Surfer is real.
We need to have faith. So if you want faith in the resistance, I get faith in Silver Surfer.
Okay. See how quickly Dobble Point Loke arguments get resolved? This is why our world runs so well. We can accept each other's differences, and we can move on.
If we work together as a team, like he just said, we can overcome the differences and defeat the greater evil, which is hate.
We may have our differences, we may have our disagreements, but we have one common enemy.
Hatan.
He will fall. And it will be
A great day of reckoning.
back to Mass Doll. A song, we could use another cover. Those are always great.
I feel like that helps people through the difficult times.
It does, by bringing familiarity, but also with small differences that make it much better.
Right.
Mastop's vocalist, who we still don't know the name of. We still don't know the name of the producer. We just know their faces, which are on the album cover of The Prophecy, but have never shown up on another. Actually, I think the vocalist's picture is on the Dubby album with Ice Spice, Icky Spiky. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we do know who the vocalist is. The producer, maybe the vocalist as well, but there are two other people.
Two other people?
Who are on the Prophecy cover.
So Mass Dog made The Prophecy, right?
Yes.
And that's based off of the
15 pages.
The 15 pages that were released in the public.
Yeah.
Right. So where the hell does Alfred Hitchcock come into play? And why do people hate him?
The reason Alfred Hitchcock is a part of the pages, do you know that the old movie that he, I think, directed, wrote, produced, maybe, The Birds?
Yes.
That's not a movie.
That's real?
The Birds are real. Alfred Hitchcock is an entity close in power to Hatan, but is more neutral.
Was he an entity, or is he still?
He still is. He just has not been seen for...
So he's like a secret society, almost.
He's practically immortal.
Wow.
The The
That's kind of concerning.
only reason the birds exist is because that's how he moves through land. Alfred Hitchcock does not have a physical form, he lives through the birds. The birds, which are a bunch of ravens, which are, as you know, black birds that I think indicate death. That's ravens, right? Or is that crows?
I might be crows, because I know, like...
A flock of crows is a murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might be crows or ravens. It's not really, documented because he hasn't been seen
In ages.
in ages.
I only know of him because of the prophecy.
He may be the only single entity that is matchable in power to Hatan, but again, he has
With no way to contact or...
Yeah, no. But yeah, his sign of arrival to any battle, any event is birds, flock of birds that.
So he has like an entrance, like a swarm of birds just... Alfred Hitchcock. That's so crazy. That's a pretty cool entrance, though.
Yeah, no, it's aura.
It is aura.
Very aura.
So, another thing that I'd like to point out in the prophecy song that I thought was interesting. Cinnamon.
Hayden smells like cinnamon. That is one of the most known facts about him. The only way, the first way Hayden.
Sorry. Continue.
You're good. The first way Hayden appears, or is noticeable in any context, is the smell of cinnamon. So if you're outside
And you just get a random
Like-
waft,
like it hits you.
and it's like, run.
Yeah. If you know who would really hate Hayden?
Who?
Mr. M. Fungal infection. That is still the most mysterious Mass Dobb song to this day.
My leading theory is it's some... This is gonna sound crazy.
Cryptic message.
Yes, but I think,
Nothing is too crazy.
yeah, especially this world, I think Hagen made that.
Hayden made it. Why would Mass Dobb upload it?
What if they have no idea about it? There's no way to contact them. We don't know who they are.
It is
It is the odd one out.
their second song. So, I feel
What
like
was their
that-
first one?
The first one was The Prophecy. The second
So-
one was Fungal Infection. Then they released the Dubby album.
So what if Hagen heard the prophecy and to try and cover it, Hagen made fungal infection?
Fungal Infection is the more popular of the two.
Maybe make
Maybe
a cover up, and it's like an infection.
an infection to the prophecy. The Dubby album also is a little bit mysterious, even though it's, world renowned.
It was
Great.
such a great album.
It's such a great album.
My God, I want to listen to it now. Thank you.
We'll just have some background music. Although it's world renowned, nobody really knows why it was released. We're lucky it was, but there's never any announcements for albums or singles released by Mass Dobb. So it's just like, what is their actual goal? Is it to make good music in order to resist Hayden's rule, right? Because he makes music as well. As we know, Grandma's Got a Meth Lab in her kitchen. That was made by him, reversed onto him by the Gnome's magic
Right.
in their first battle. Now he can't stand to listen to it, or he'll disappear, run away, basically.
If only it was that easy to make him disappear. Exactly. Grandma's got a meth lab in her kitchen. Such a great banger.
fantastic. Alright.
So when's it leaving? Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, we just need to.
We need to reminisce.
God, it hits the same every time.
Like, it's like hearing it for the first time, every time.
You wanna know what his voice would be perfect for?
What?
A cover of Creed by Radiohead.
Oh my god. That would... Mask
Now
off.
stop. Listen to this. This would be your biggest hit. This would be fantastic.
Cover,
Creed
please.
cover. We are hashtag mascot Creed cover.
Please. We need that. This is so beautiful. Is that coffee?
That's cold.
Cold?
Cold. Sorry, we just need. I couldn't focus. It was too. It's just so good.
I think if we start healing it too much, we're just not gonna like
I think we've said all there is to say about that job.
I think that
Other than there's been stupid conspiracies that that picture of the vocalist with Ice Spice is not real. They're both world-renowned artists. It's not
why
like
would it
far-fetched.
not be real?
It's not like far-fetched that they met each other.
It's not.
I mean,
And like,
she's not even featured on the album.
she's not. What if that was literally just like a meet and greet?
It's
Or like a birthday party?
Or
Because you
just
saw that he
a
was
selfie
wearing
that they took.
He was wearing some sort of birthday hat, it seemed like.
Yeah.
It could have just been a random selfie.
Yeah.
I think that kind of wraps up the hate and conspiracies for now.
And the
think,
Mass Dog conspiracies.
yeah, I feel like those are kind of interlinked though.
There are Fishman conspiracies.
I think we should say that.
For the next one.
Yeah.
They're a little bit disrespectful, that's all I'm gonna say.
Why is that?
They revolve around his death and how he may have faked it, but we'll go into detail some other time.
We're gonna have to do that.
There's some Wicked Wiener theories that the Wicked Wiener actually was with Mr. Fishman on his side, helped him fake his death, and is taking the blame for it.
This is news to me. Okay, we need to talk about this in the second episode.
Definitely.
This is insane. I'll try and do a little bit of research.
Alright, I'll do the same. I'll get some notes. I'll gather some notes for us next time. There is a theory about Bug Drink that
Stop.
he never actually eats the dominoes. He's working with Hatan.
Wait. No.
Excuse me? Guys, this is not a joke. Guys.
We smell cinnamon. Where? I don't know.
Where would this...
Where is this coming from?
Check the jars. Check the jars
Check
of
the
spices.
Jars? Oh my... There's no cinnamon.
What?
There's no cinnamon.
You don't...
What is this? Caden? Caden? He's in there. He's in there.
Get out.
Get out. He's in there. He's in there. He's in there. He's in there. No!
I don't know where my partner went. Look. Please don't let this be Hayden. Please don't let this be Hayden. No, no, no. Stop. No way.
Grandma's got a meth lab in her kitchen. There's something weird she's always mixing. Don't go in there, don't go in there. What's that funny smell?
Get out of his body. You shouldn't have messed with the experts. Dude,
What just happened?
guess.
Grandma's got a meth lab in the kitchen.
Look at the ground.
Was I just hating? You just come inside of me?
You want to know what happened right before I played this?
What?
Guess what ad played?
What ad?
A Domino's ad.
Bug drink is near.
He is part of the resistance.
They knew he would be here.
Guys,
What the hell happened?
he flew through here. Have you ever seen that video of like that Halloween decoration on a string? Those people are just yanking it. That's what just happened.
And you
It's been known that after Hayden possesses someone, uncontrollable laughter ensues.
I need to look sleepy.
No, you don't. He's already. You okay?
No,
What's wrong?
something doesn't feel right.
He'll always be part of your mind now. Unless we get you the Lux Slurpee.
I need to...
No? Don't close the door. What? No. No. No! What?